good evening to you. Welcome to Business News this week. My name is Dianime Uko. This broadcast is reaching you live on StarTimes channel 103 and on our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. Do all to follow us on those platforms so we can engage properly. As part of efforts to promote economic growth and reduce unemployment, the federal government recently rolled out youth empowerment program and grants to support small business owners, farmers, and entrepreneurs across the country. Business News will also bring you reports on youth empowerment programs in Akwa Ibom State. We shall also highlight crayfish business in Ikodobasi local government area, its patronage, challenges, and expectations of citizens. This and more will form part of our package tonight. Please stay tuned. We begin business news tonight from the seat of government, where the Akwa Ibom State Governor, Umoeno, has directed the State Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation to install boreholes in the 369 wards of the state. Speaking at the second anniversary of Golden Initiative for All, GIFA, at Ibom Hall, Uyo, Governor Umoeno noted that this directive is to ensure accessible and clean water to all residents of the state. Clement Barakui completes the story.
In 2023, I was hit by a truck. Couldn't afford to pay for my surgery. Compassionate leadership of Her Excellency, the First Lady, and somehow her office reached out to me.
As Golden Initiative for All, GIFA, a pet project of the late First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, Mrs. Patient Eno, celebrate its second anniversary, members of the state reflect on the impact it has made in their lives. For the state government, it will continue to collaborate with GIFA and other non-governmental organizations for the actualization of a more prosperous and healthy state through construction of life-touching projects across the state.
As a government, and to immortalize that desire of hers, we will work with you, GIFA, and I'm directing the Ekeruasi and the Commissioner for Water and Sanitation to partner with you to ensure that within the next 1 year, every ward in every local government has a GIFA water project.
Speaking on the controversies surrounding the 76 oil well between Akwa Ibom and Cross River State, the governor once again reassured the people to remain calm as the state government deploy all legal measures to ensure that the state's resources and investment are protected.
Let me say this loud and clear. There is no cause for alarm concerning our God-given resources. The matter has been handled by the presidency, and I trust the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We have 2 Supreme Court judgments, and there is no reason whatsoever, nothing has changed that will enable us begin to look at Supreme Court issues again. No committee can overturn a Supreme Court judgment. No government parastatal can overturn a Supreme Court judgment. Akwa Ibom does not have a maritime boundary with Cross River.
Earlier, the coordinator office of the First Lady, Lady Helen Obariki, stressed that GIFA has so far impacted 53,987 lives across the state in areas such as maternal and child health care, literacy, women empowerment, care for the elderly, fight against diseases, people living with disabilities, improving environmental sustainability, gender-based violence prevention and response.
800 senior citizens were supported by GIFA in the last 2 years. Care for persons with disabilities, we have dedicated and sustainable support was provided to 160 people with disabilities. In gender-based violence prevention and response, 1,020 survivors of gender-based violence were reached and rehabilitated by GIFA during the period under review.
Dignitaries from across the country, including wives of state governors, led by wife of Abia State Governor Mrs. Priscilla Oti, representative of the wife of the Senate President, as well as other stakeholders, attended the ceremony. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Let's turn our attention now to education, where Federal Polytechnic Ukana celebrates not just 1 year since the assumption of office of its rector, but 12 months of intentional leadership, growth, and laudable achievements. Utibe Achibong reports that the event also highlights the commissioning of skills, training, and entrepreneurship development centers.
Those chairs are earned and not bought. They tell the story of one who has touched the lives of her subordinates. 12 months of Mrs. Edumma Inobong Essien as rector of the Federal Polytechnic Ukana, according to testimonies, is a period to be proud of, hence the celebration. From the award of scholarship to 7 deserving students, training of staff, securing accreditation for 21 academic programs, to the completion of some abandoned TED Fund projects, Mrs. Essien keeps recording more milestones.
We are celebrating an outstanding academic and administrator who has redefined polytechnic education and restored confidence in what technical and vocational education should be, and that is tremendous.
Dignitaries at the event, including member representing Ikorekpene, Obodakara, and the Sienudum Federal Constituency, Dr. Patrick Umo, and Commissioner for Education, Professor Ubong Umo, applaud the rector for the feat in just 1 year. They pledged their support to ensure her tenure is more impactful.
Whether it's the federal institution or a state institution, we don't have the local government yet, His Excellency is very much passionate about expanding the frontiers of academic infrastructural development in these institutions.
We have done so much. I want to assure you that I will partner the efforts of the rector of this institution to bring the best for you and for other constituencies within the constituency.
The rector, Mrs. Edumma Essien, while showing gratitude to her colleagues and all the stakeholders for their backings, reels out lofty plans for the institution, including securing accreditation for more academic programs.
I want to state specifically also that there is no institution in this country that has a tissue paper production. Yes, you might say how. I want to tell you that it takes creativity, cooperation, and it's been operated there by our technologists, supervised by a lecturer, we are building, that is what I mean by teamwork. It is how we got the machines is locally fabricated. And our tissue paper is one of the best that you can find.
The representation of award, song rendition, and cultural display. High point of the event was the commissioning of Skills Training Center and Entrepreneurship Development Center. The rector's first anniversary is not only celebrating milestones in commissioning of projects, but also symbolizes renewed commitment to excellence in technical and vocational education. From Ukana, Utibe Achibong, NTA News.
We'll take our first commercial break. More stories when we return. Please stay.
The solution to your building and construction works is Regan Stones, dealer in chippings, hardcore, iron rods, cement, sharp sand, and blocks of all kinds. At Regan Stones, integrity is our watchword. We are equipped to deliver to you regardless of the quantity you desire. We scale every product with our weighing bridge, so you can be rest assured of the exact quantity of products you buy from us. Our dedicated and committed staff, coupled with efficient automated vibrating machine, guarantee our unfailing delivery always. We have top-notch customer care services to attend to you in minutes. Locate us at Regan Stones, Goswell Akpabio Crescent, Shelter Afraid, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Our office line 0916-641-1972. Regan Stones, reliable and trusted. Regan Stones, quality beyond imagination.
Rose Bay Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24-hour power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badger Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Rosebeer Hotel, hospitality at its best.
You're welcome back. Nigerian languages are described as priceless national assets which should be promoted and preserved. As Nigeria prepares to join the international community to mark this year's Mother Language Day, there is a clarion call from linguists advocating increased use of indigenous languages in schools. Charity James reports.
Mother language is the original voice of a people. Investigation reveals that Nigeria is one of the most linguistically rich countries with over 500 indigenous languages spoken across its regions. Across schools, markets, and communities, Nigerians express their identity through greetings and conversations in their native tongues.
Mo wa inu ibishemi. Anum ho akario. Amono akona no isosibono e mom horeren. Emono umunne mu na umunna mu umfuru no n'anya o.
Nigeria me komo. Manabadi idioko. Amaka mwembang yonkikawa.
It may not also be surprising to know that many cannot speak or understand their mother language.
Cannot speak my dialect, my local dialect.
I cannot speak my mother language.
But as those of us who schooled outside our own area, we learned Yoruba, we learned other languages because of the policies in those areas. The teachers would teach India in the expected mother tongue. But here we don't care.
Since the importance of mother or indigenous language in education, social inclusion, and cultural promotion cannot be overemphasized, stakeholders believe that the need for increased use of mother languages in teaching and broadcast programs is imperative.
Difficult to learn a language when you're old. So it's always advisable that parents should teach their children the mother tongue. If not, before we know it, our language will go into extinction if we do not imbibe this culture. So all families should imbibe the culture of teaching their children the mother tongue when they are very young.
The media must be encouraged to also help to propagate our languages. We need our young people to know our vernacular.
English is a language, so we can borrow the language. We can speak English, we can speak Arabic, you can speak French, you can speak whatever. But your identity, you must not lose it, no matter how. So I want to advocate and also plead with the government that these languages should be taught well in schools. So it's not that we must learn these, sciences and all these other subjects in English. We can also start learning them, gradually in our local language.
Linguists therefore believe that every Nigerian should learn, speak, and transmit their mother language to address the declining fluency and prevent extinction of Nigerian identity. In Uyo, Charity James, NTA News.
Still on academic matters, the management of University of Uyo has reaffirmed its commitment to academic excellence with the delivery of its 127th inaugural lecture, focusing on professionalism as cornerstone for national development. The inaugural lecture was delivered by Professor Nsikan Senam of the Department of Strategic and Corporate Communication, University of Uyo. Charity James was there for the NTA.
Inaugural lecture is an academic ritual to showcase new and old professors who have paid their debts in what they profess. A citation of the inaugural lecturer, Professor Nsikan Senam, indicates that he is a lawyer and professor of media law, ethics and strategic communication.
Senam has never repeated a class throughout his 41 years of studentship. Little wonder why some people say Professor Nsikan Senam is extraordinarily intelligent, focused.
Delivering the 127th inaugural lecture on the topic professionalism, Professor Senam maintained that ethical conduct, accuracy, fairness, and integrity remain true indicators in any field of endeavor. The scholar notes that Nigeria's challenges are not merely structured, but often rooted in weak professional standard.
Education is a social interaction which the source transmits message to the receiver, who receives the message and then decodes into language of its own and functions the source with appropriate feedback, and this altogether alters the relationship, the social relationship between the source and the receiver, and this is what we call interactive communication.
To the management of the university and other participants, the 127th inaugural lecture of the university is enlightening and one of the best.
I must say this, that I've been to many inaugural. This is certainly one of the best. Presented himself most brilliantly, elegantly, most eloquently, and moreover, he has done it most professionally.
Today, we have known that professionalism is the thing, is the core of everything that we do. We must show that competence, we must own whatever we are doing, and we should not compromise professionalism.
We should pursue professionalism for a better Nigeria. In all our areas of endeavors, we should make sure that we hold it tight. We know what we are doing. We excel in our different areas of endeavor.
A copy of the lecture was officially presented for archive in the university library. From the main campus of the University of Uyo, Charity James, NTA News.
Away from education matters, arrangement is being put in place for the establishment of Nigerian Air Force permanent base in Akwa Ibom State to help enhance the security architecture of the state and beyond. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sunday Aneke, made this known at the inauguration of project in Edemeya, Ikorabasi local government area of Akwa Ibom State. Kelvin Samuel reports.
Established at the Edemeya Unity School in honor of an illustrious son of the area, Vice Marshal Ibero Tukuro, this project is part of the Chief of Air Staff's special intervention project designed to significantly enhance teaching and learning in rural communities.
This project, which is sponsored by the Nigerian Air Force, is a testament that the service itself appreciates my humble contributions.
Product like this means so much because when you bring education to the people, it means you really wish the people well, and it's going to bring all our children to become well in future.
This edifice, by the grace of God, will bring us together the more as the days go by. We are extremely grateful to his employer, the Nigerian Air Force.
I saw the suffering of children who come from far away, especially children who come from like Ikorakpani village, Ikoroborenyan village, in the whole of what we call Ward 1 in Edemaya.
In his address, the Chief of Air Staff, represented by the Director, Civil Military Relations, Air Vice Marshal Edward Gatwick, assures that the Nigerian Air Force will continue to not only provide needed security of the people, but will also help in improving living standard through enhanced education infrastructures.
The Nigerian Air Force as a critical element of Nigeria's national power is well in tune with the importance of civil-military relations. Hence the reason why since inception in 1964, it has continued to play a significant role in Nigeria's security landscape.
But security is not military hardware, though it may include it. Security is not military force, though it may involve it. Security is not traditional military activity, though it may encompass it. But security is development, and without development, there can be no security.
The event featured formal inauguration and handing over of the project and conferment of the Chief of Air Staff with the chieftaincy title Ufan Edemeya. From Ikorabasi local government area of Akwa Ibom State, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
We take another commercial break, more stories when we return. Please stay.
Mind-blowing innovation in hospitality. Tastefully furnished rooms and apartments, cozy restaurant with local and continental dishes, exquisite spa, standard laundry and car wash, free Wi-Fi and 24-hour spa and water supply. Feel the superior quality of hospitality and luxury as you unwind and relish the comfort of life, all at the Silver Luxury Hotel, managed by Joy Hills Limited, Itiam Utep Street, Plot 100 Units L, Red Housing Estate, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For inquiries and reservations, please call 0806 840 1220 or 0701 661 7341. Silver Luxury Hotel, oasis of comfort.
The Akwa Ibom State Internal Revenue Service wishes to inform all taxpayers, employers, corporate organizations, MBAs, contractors, and the general public of a change in the process of payment of all state taxes, levies, and revenue payable to the Akwa Ibom State government. Consequently, all taxes and levies must be paid into the Treasury Single Account (TSA) through the AkwaRemit, the state-approved electronic payment platform, at akwaremit.akwaibomstate.gov.ng. For inquiries, contact AKIRS State Support Center at the Corporate Headquarters, Revenue House, Udodoma Avenue, Uyo, any AKIRS office statewide, or call 0802-222-8662, 0813-929-7730, or 0903-569-5036. For the public good, pay your tax. Signed, Okolokon, Executive Chairman, Akwa Ibom State Internal Revenue Service.
You're welcome back. Youth in Akwa Ibom State have commended the federal government for training them on digital transformation skills and providing startup grants for emerging entrepreneurs across the country. The commendation came at the end of a training organized by the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy in conjunction with the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA. Etienne Obanga reports.
Digital gaps remains central to the renewed hope initiative of President Bola Tinubu's administration, highlighting the importance of broadband expansion, digital literacy, and sound regulatory frameworks that safeguard citizens while enabling innovation.
In the course of this training, the participants have been able to learn about digital literacy, digital marketing, artificial intelligence, and cyber security. My advice for beneficiaries is this: they should make good use of this opportunity they've had. Yes, from the knowledge they've gathered, they should either implement it in their career or in their business.
The training of 30 beneficiaries from Akwa Ibom State through the South-South Development Commission is part of the federal government's plans to empower millions of young people with vocational training and digital skills development. Beneficiaries applauded the federal government for the gesture.
I'm very grateful to be a participant in this ICT training. I just want to appreciate the organizers. I want to appreciate our president, President Tinubu. Thank you so much for this opportunity they have given to us.
This is a very good fit in Akwa Ibom State because most of us have gone back home with a lot of knowledge, and I think with this, every one of us here tomorrow will not ask for what to eat anymore because we have been given the tool to fish.
When you invest in the youth, you invest in the future. And like we always say that the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. As a matter of fact, its investment in youth entrepreneurship and development, digital economy has been so amazing. So I applaud him for it. Yeah, we've learned so many things about cyber security, AI. We've learned so many operational systems that we've not known before.
The training, which was held simultaneously across Plateau, Gombe, Akwa Ibom, and Abuja, included the distribution of laptops and startup grants to participants in Uyo, Etienne Ibanga, NTA News.
And that wraps it up for us tonight on Business News. Thank you for watching. My name is Dianime Uko. God bless Nigeria.
Baby.